We are live, Corey. I can't believe it's Wednesday.
Yeah, hump day. We're counting you down to the weekend, hump day to Friday. We are here for you, and we are going to have a great and fantastic voyage as we go on a journey with some of our fabulous guests. But before we do, a few words of promotional consideration from our sponsors.
Uh-oh, Corey. You know, I'm always afraid when you say that.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by.
Let's see what happens here. From our sponsors, a word. Hey, it's playing. It's working, Corey. Thank you. So we got Supreme sponsor David and Christine Brooks, and another Supreme sponsor Keisha Robinson of Imperative Solutions. So thank you guys. Thank you. We are ever grateful for our sponsors. Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Let's go. Let's start.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Blind Guy,
His wife.
Their Life Live. On this broadcast, we celebrate people who we have met throughout our personal and professional journeys who are doing fabulous things to change the narrative of what you might think it means to be normal. Today is no exception to the rules. We have a fabulous guest today. She is a great friend of ours. She is a historian in her own right, part of the great family, the Tucker family, the first family.
You're saying she is a historian in her own right. I call her a travelista, a world traveler, what do you call it when you travel a lot and you've got that bug?
She's an explorer.
The travel bug, is that a thing?
Yeah, you catch the travel bug. She is none other than the fabulous Carolita Jones-Cope.
So let's say good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are excited to have you here. You look beautiful. Are you ready to tell us where you will be traveling next?
Yes.
Good answer. So it's not a secret. We'll hear more about it later, right?
Yes.
I love it. Well, we look forward to hearing more from you. We'll see you soon, okay?
Great.
All right. Thank you.
Remember, this broadcast is member supported by viewers like you. You can be part of the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life home team by remembering to bum rush the buttons.
You know what that means, guys. All you have to do is hit that thumbs up. When you give us a thumbs up, it lets other people know that this information is valuable. And of course, it lets the algorithm know like what to do to push this out to other people so that they can find it valuable as well.
So you can also hit the, like she said, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on all notifications and share this out with 10 people that you might know that might be interested right now in preserving their family history.
Absolutely. Share it because scrolling across the bottom of the screen, thanks to you guys sharing, thanks to you guys really coming through every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:15 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
We have
Hump Day to Friday.
Yes, Wednesday is hump day, guys. If you start your week on Sunday and you're climbing that mountain, you reach the hump right there at Wednesday and we sail you right into the weekend from there. So definitely, guys, head on over to Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life. blindguyhiswife.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. We'll drop it into the chat. This is what you'll see. Your Hump Day to Friday shirt, your WTF shirt, and of course, your logo shirt for this channel. But you can always get the All the Way Live shirt as well. So that's one way that you can help to sponsor this channel, help yourself along the way. And when you head over there, if you'd like to be a sponsor, you can always just click on the video. It shows you how to become a sponsor, shows you sponsorship opportunities and what to do. And then if you scroll around a little bit more, you can even see the schedule. Now, this is where all the goodness happens. You can see what's happening this week and you can see what's going on. You can also click on the calendar. Today's the 28th. It shows you who our guests are, who our sponsors are for the week. Of course, we've got Carolita Jones-Cope today. Tomorrow, multimedia money making with Rebuilding Black Wall Street. And Friday,
We get all the way live. We turn up.
right. So definitely head on over to blindguyhiswife.com. And if you want to just do a one-time sponsorship or a one-time support,
Just click the green coffee cup. Do it like Bob Marley. Stir it up.
that's it. Buy me a coffee. Support the production by clicking the green coffee cup. When you do that, it opens a widget so you can choose one coffee. You can click 3 coffee or 5 coffees. You can type in your own. Corey has been blind 25 years. We're going to type in 25. Leave your name, say something nice, and you can see who else has been supporting our production. Thank you so much to Tawana Harris. She's one of our recent supporters. She bought us 3 coffees, and you can scroll around.
And she was the first one to buy a t-shirt.
Absolutely. So the first one to get her all the way live t-shirt. Definitely scroll around and see those 25 goals on our hashtag 25 for 25 campaign to see how you're making a difference. So Corey, where do we go from here? Do we give
them a sneak peek at the plant-based treat?
Okay, sure.
By Chef Laquita Marie.
We'll give them a sneak peek because we're always trying to get you guys to eat more fruits and vegetables. And after all, it's summer, so
summer salad.
Simple as that. Let's go, Corey. Let's see what the folks are saying today. Let's see how they're feeling because we've got an exciting guest.
All right. So you're going to read the comments?
Oh, sure. You guys know Corey can't see. His eyes don't work. That's why I read the comments, not because he can't read.
Well, I physically can't read, but intellectually I can read.
What does that mean? Well, you're talking software talks. Is that what you mean?
Right. I use my talking software to read what's on the screen. I can comprehend written material.
So when you're typing in the words and all of that.
Right. When I'm typing in the words, then it reads to me. And so I can't read Braille. A lot of people ask me that. I don't read Braille efficiently. I can barely read cat, dog, rat, hat, things of that nature. But my talking computer works wonders for me as far as reading what's on the screen.
I got you. No problem. We got Coach Remy in here.
Coach Remy, work out.
He is absolutely first and the first to type the word first.
All the way from Belgium.
Yes. So you guys, you got to do better. I know he's a coach. I know he's fit so he can move a little faster. But he's been getting in here first quite a bit. So you guys going to have to, try to see what you can do. Hey there, Share with Love TV.
Share with Love TV in the house all the way from...
Well, she's here. She's from Nigeria.
Yeah. Here in America, though.
She is in America. I was watching one of her vlogs, The Day in the Life, the other day. She cooks a lot on her channel. And she also shows you a day in the life. She also...
Send me some moi moi.
Yeah, I've seen her cook moi moi live, actually.
Some vegan moi moi.
Now, you know that speaking of live, Coach Remy goes live usually 12 noon Eastern, so you can work out, guys. This way you can catch up to first place right along with him, so make sure you check him out. Hey there, Score. We've got Scorpion. I think I'm saying your name wrong, your last
Scorpion.
name. Oh, Scorpion. Oh, my goodness.
Reading is fundamental.
Oh, wow. Corey can read better than me, and he can't see.
Scorpion.
And then there's even a picture, Corey. The picture is a scorpion. Oh my goodness.
It's not a scorpion, it's a scorpion.
I know. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scorpion.
We're doing great today. Share with Love TV. She says, how are you guys doing today? Trash Can Waves.
Trash Can Waves in the house. TCW.
Yes, and I've been waiting for 48 hours for this and thought it was going to be an additional 36 hours. I'm with the CP time.
No CP time here, Trash Can Waves.
Yes, we are ready for you. So we also have, let's see who's here. PWJ.
PWJ in the house.
He says, grand day all. And so we also, hey, what is Trash Can Wave saying? Got a high-pitched dog whistle in the background. I'm about to come running in for a treat soon. Thank you so much for that because we have these new mics and we are still playing with them. So I'm going to try to adjust Corey's dog whistle.
And why is it me?
Oh, it's always you. I don't know why. I think it's your mic. It's not, I don't know. Let us know. Thanks, Trash Can Waves. We appreciate you. And so Coach Remy is saying hi to everybody, and Phil is in there smiling and talking to Share with Love, saying every day is still a holiday. So everybody's chatting it up, saying hello to everybody. And all the guys are in here, Corey. We've got Share with Love TV. but we got all the troublemakers because, Coach Remy used to be cool. Now Coach
He's
Remy
still cool.
is rogue. He's cool and rogue. Coach Remy will talk trash, y'all, especially about first place. Speaking of ladies, greetings to my favorite family.
Supernova in the house.
Yes, and she says you have a nice singing voice, Corey.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes, so I just turned that dog whistle down a little bit more, Corey. So
All right, so I'll just make sure that I amplify and project.
Oh my God, I hope it's better because I just adjusted it because Trash Can Waves was like, it got higher, woof.
Ah.
He said, woo, woo, woo. Like, he was like, yes. Oh, goodness. So, look, Score is thanking you, Corey, saying, finally, somebody pronounced it correctly. Thank you, Corey.
You got it, Scorpion.
Man.
Now, is that inspired, Scorpion? Type it in the chat. Is that inspired by "Get over here" in Mortal Kombat?
You know what? It could be, yeah. So this is great. So we have a lady in the house with Synovia because, Phil is always saying hello to our guests. So he's like, Supernova is in the building. But we also have another lady. Hello, Karen.
Karen Pino. How you doing, Karen?
Yes, she's saying
Kern.
hello, everyone. Good morning. Corey, let's get
No,
them.
Karen got that Starbucks in her hand.
Absolutely. She's a fan. I'm a fan of coffee as well, you guys. Corey drinks coffee quite often, not as often as me. But I say we get them to put their
Laquita
first.
will drink coffee at midnight. And then we're like, okay, we got to get, the show was canceled. And she's like, she just drank a double espresso. And she's like,
Yeah,
like,
I can just fall out.
I drink 1 teaspoon of coffee and I'm up for the rest of the night.
So, Corey, we have to get our first hashtag going here because David Hunt is in here saying it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
David Hunty Boy. Check out Hunty Boy's YouTube channel, David Hunt Morning Music Meditation.
Yes.
He's a great pianist. He's a great musician, plays different instruments, and he is a great singer.
He was singing this morning, too.
He was born by the river.
Stop, Corey. Let's let him get his thing together. Hey, Sizzles from
Hey.
Namibia.
Sizzles Diary.
Saying greetings, everyone. Hey there, Sizzles. Hope you are well. We got to get talking with you soon. Her channel, guys, oh my goodness, it's everything fabulous. Head on over there if you want culture, if you want vlogs, if you want to see Namibia today, yesterday, and everything in between. Our guest is a world traveler, and I know she's going to be traveling to some African countries. I don't know which one I know which one she's traveling to first. I don't know which one is second. That's part of our giveaway today. So for the first giveaway, Corey.
It's first place pony. We're going to get them to hashtag Tucker.
Hashtag Tucker. Okay, yeah, because you know what? Some of these people were tuckered out, and they couldn't make it in first place like Coach Remy. So guys, hashtag Tucker. Put it right there into the chat, and we'll see who gets bragging rights for first place. Because Coach Remy is first place, but y'all are always competing for that spot. So let's see who else is in here. We've got... Dun, 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 JP, the aspiring matriarch.
JP, the aspiring matriarch in the house.
Yes, JP's channel, she often will post a video saying, what's your theme song? Like, you should wake up with a theme song for the day. And
I got mine.
okay.
No woman, no crime. No woman, no crime. Hey, Laquita, let me watch my football game. Hey,
we ain't doing the
in
remix.
peace, no woman, no crime.
Anyways, guys, head over to that channel. Don't necessarily take that theme song for today when your wife is next to you, but thank you for being here. Listen to David Hunt. He putting in there hashtag Scorpion. That is not the hashtag. It's hashtag Tucker, guys. So Glender, good morning, family.
Glender Shivers in the house.
Yes, everybody's in there chatting it up. And Scorpion.
Yeah,
is
Scorpion.
saying, I know. I'm going to stop saying it separately. I love Mortal Kombat, but no, I'm a Scorpion. So, that's it. So, look, Kern got her hashtag Tucker in. Just so you know, she did put that in. K-U-R-N, Kern. I'm sure she's heard that a lot. And she's laughing, talking about, ha-ha, let me tape up this camera. So David says he's first to say 5 o'clock, but in order to get first place pony, make sure you put your hashtag Tucker in there. Coach Remy has done it. Let's see, Scorpion has done it. And JP is going right along with your theme song, Corey. saying, you, yes, can't go wrong with Bob.
Ah.
So, go for it, guys. Make sure you head on over there. Let her know what your theme song is for today. So let's see, Corey. Tucker does not have to be capitalized. It does not have to be, anything in particular, but let's go with the first place pony giveaway. Wait a minute, what is going on? Why Karen got hashtag Kang? What is that?
Liu Kang. Oh, Karen's the Mortal Kombat fan. Okay, Liu Kang. The Shaolin, with the Shaolin 36 chambers type style of Kung Fu.
You know more than me. So Glenda has it in. Let's go for the giveaway because I think even Kern actually put in the correct hashtag. Hey there, Tawana Harris is in there.
Tawana Harris in the house.
Absolutely. She has her hashtag Tucker. And dang, trash can waves talking about, what am I, chopped liver? Look, you're the favorite. You're the tech person. You helping us make sure we got our sound right. And hopefully you guys don't hear that dog whistle because we don't have any treats today. So help us out, guys. Let us know. I guess if there's a dog whistle, just put a picture of a dog in there. If there's no dog whistle, just put a smiley face. And Share with Love TV is saying thank you all
and
for
be careful of the dog picture you choose because we don't want everybody to see PWJ's real image on the screen.
Let's go.
Mixed breed Rottweiler / poodle.
Let's go with the giveaway so we can get our guest of the day in here. So guys, hashtag Tucker. That's all you had to do is put it in there because Trash Can Waves is saying first to put hashtag Tucker also. Got it in there.
There you go.
Definitely. And Tawana says she got her t-shirt last night, so she'll be sending the pic real soon.
Posted to Instagram. Tawana bought that all the way live. We call it our home team jersey, but that all the way live t-shirt, home team jersey. Make sure you get that picture in. Thanks, Tawana.
Yes. All right, guys. Corey, give us the music so that I can start the giveaway, and we'll see who wins first place bragging rights.
It's time for today's first place pony. All the jockeys are behind the gate in position. Bling, and they're off.
All right, Scorpion, JP, Coach Remy, Glenda, David, Karen, Zenobia, Tawana, Coach Remy, Zenobia, Scorpion, Coach Remy, Tawana, Scorpion, Karen! Hey! Congratulations, Karen. You are the champion.
Karen is the champion, my friend.
Nice.
Drinking her Starbucks once again.
Thank you, Karen, for putting in the hashtag Tucker. That helps us get started with our winner. I'm sorry, not our winner.
Our featured guest.
Our featured guest who's absolutely a winner. So, oh my goodness, that is so funny. Look who's in here. Irene Zab all the way from Kenya. Yeah, so she's in Kenya. So this will be cool to see, if, Elizabeth is saying so cool. People are congratulating.
Where in the world is Elizabeth?
Yeah, and then you already know. Look, Scorpion is like, congrats, Kern. But here go David Hunt. This wrench don't work like it used to. I'm sorry, David. You got to get here early. You were up early. We were on your channel looking at you live, playing music. So all you had to do is get in there a little bit sooner. So this is wonderful. We've got people congratulating her. And Trash Can Waves is saying, haha, I'm on top of you at JP, the Aspiring Matriarch.
Say what now?
Says, I'm on top of you.
Oh, okay.
At JP. So let's get it going, Corey, because everybody's in there chatting it up, saying congratulations. See, we've got some good sports here. Glenda Shiver saying congrats. So is Coach. Of course, Coach, he's a sports person, so good sportsmanship. And JP talking about laughing at Trash Can Waves. Don't make me pull the timestamps and get off me. They were on a live stream last night too, having fun on what's his name? Our guest for tomorrow.
Rebuilding Black Wall Street.
Yeah. JP was on his channel last night,
Marcus
guys.
Mosley.
Yes, you got to go check it out. So Irene is saying greetings, Karen is saying thank you to everyone. Irene is also congratulating her. So this is going to be a great day, guys. We've had an awesome guest.
We have an awesome guest today who is part of the first family. She is a descendant of the first Africans to arrive in the British colony of Virginia in 1619 from Angola. Anthony and Isabella, who in the census records gave birth to a son, William Tucker, who is the patriarch of the family they traced their lineage through. Today's special guest has done more research than you can imagine. She has out researched the Harvard, Princeton, and Yale professors all combined into one. She is an adventurer, a traveler. She is more of an explorer than Dora. She is not Indiana Jones, not Mrs. Jones, but she is the fabulous, the wonderful, the extraordinary woman who got me a chance to put my arms around Daphne Maxwell Reid. Hallelujah.
You know what?
She is
Hold on a
none.
second, Corey. Let me just turn my mic up. Because, see, David Hunt said that my mic is lower than Corey. So let me just thank you, David. We interrupt this intro.
She is none other than the fabulous Carolita Jones-Cope.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
I am well, and I see you all are as well. That's great.
Oh my goodness, this is so much fun having you here today. We are excited, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that, your first passion is travel. Of course, you're part of the Tucker family reunion, not reunion.
The William Tucker 1624 Society.
Yes, that's part of your lineage. But people are excited about this info. Synovia is just happy to have you here. All the hand claps. Philip Waldo Jr. is saying welcome, Carolita, as well as David Hunt. So everybody's excited to hear more about this. So we know that your lineage, you're part of the first family, and we know that you recently traveled from the continent of Africa. Irene Zab is in there saying welcome to you as well. Liza Biddy was recently in Ghana. She might still be in Ghana. Everybody's excited about this. Where were your recent travels, by the way?
Well, my most recent travel to Africa was in 2019. It was my first opportunity to land on the continent, and I went with my son. When we landed, one of the first people we met asked us if this was our first time in Africa, and we said yes, and their response was welcome home.
Oh,
And from the moment that happened, I fell all the way in. I was so grateful to be there, and actually hope to get there every year, make a trip to the continent.
You actually have a second trip coming up pretty soon with the Tucker family, and it actually ties back to the roots of the Tucker family on the continent. Where are you going?
Yes, we are planning to visit Angola, which is where we have determined our family roots are from. And we're looking forward to doing that, hopefully, probably now because of COVID in 2023. But that is going to be a very exciting moment. We've already had one family member, Dr. Wanda Tucker, who is actually the family historian, the current family historian. And she had an opportunity to visit Angola. She's made a great relationship with the government, the embassy of the United States has embraced her. And we're looking forward to planning this trip there in the future. So I'm very excited about that.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but they made your family like honorary citizens, right?
Well, they embraced us as family.
Okay.
That meant more than even being citizens. We haven't done anything formally, but as a matter of fact, we have a program in Hampton at the Tucker Cemetery on August the 20th at 11 o'clock a.m. that will feature the ambassador to the United States from Angola. So
wow.
Ambassador Joaquim de Esperto Santo. I always try to get the whole name right. But he's going to be our speaker. And he was here in June. He was in Hampton in June. and actually participated in a very special moment at the cemetery where they provided, the embassy had a wreath with a tribute to all Angolans that we placed at the cemetery. And that was very special. He gave a very moving message that I think you can find on our website.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that website up because I have a photo here from the cemetery of some very special people that were there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so
So,
this is what it looks like now, of course. That's
Take
not.
note, Trash Can Waves, PWJ, all the
Oh,
guys. And
Trash Can Waves, by the way, Corey says, welcome home to Carolita.
oh,
uh,
thank you.
but
Yes.
take note, fellas. She magically could not find the picture of me getting a hug from Daphne Maxwell Reed. I don't know what the hate is, but she magically couldn't find it. She can't find the picture I took when I was
Well,
hugging.
Corey, you're
you
right
know,
there, though. You're playing.
Yeah,
you're
but
playing
you
your
you
Dunes.
lost you deleted the picture of me hugging Thelma from Good Times when she was down here. We performed with her for her opening ceremony at a festival. You just any of the fine women, the picture's just gone.
You know what? So
But you got a picture of Veranda, right?
this is nice.
That's
Cheryl
right.
Love TV says this is nice. You have so many people just saying welcome. Of course, we had Glenda Shivers, JP in there. Everyone saying, and Kern, everyone saying, welcome. And earlier, Corey Trash Can Waves was just looking, and he did let us know that. About our sound. So we appreciate that help, that I slowed down the dog whistle when I turned my mic up. So it must be the husband's mic acting up, is what they're saying.
See how it goes. She's gonna blame it on me regardless. So,
But good news, Carolita, your mic is coming in nice and strong. So this is the great thing about community. They're here for us. And just so you know, also, Corey, we have Sharon Marie Watson in there saying, praise God, hello, blind guys wife their life chat
Sharon
panel
Marie
of
Watson
mods.
in the house.
Yes. So,
I mean, Sharon Marie Watson.
and
Got
also,
Sharon and the Kern.
you know what? Also from Kenya, we have Cable Pipeline Transami saying hello, everyone.
Wow.
Yes, and thank you so much. Scorpion says such a beautiful photo. Phil is saying, look, Phil is saying blasphemy, and Trash Can Wave says her thumb was over it, like mine was messing up your mic.
Right.
So here's here's the thing. I want to talk about your website because you were saying that on your website. Oh, by the way, Corey, just so that you know, Zenovia says the guest looks lovely. So let's make sure.
Isn't she lovely?
Yes, because Corey, I have to say that. I have to let the guest say that because Corey doesn't let me talk about the guest's hair or makeup.
Sorry, we got feedback at this moment. We're gonna be back in a moment. We start talking about stuff other than hair.
You see what I mean? So you put in all this work. We just want to love on you. But anyways, we're going to talk about your website because that's all about discovering your ancestry and what part of the topic is for today. So the William Tucker Society, 1624 Society, the link is scrolling right there at the bottom for the website. So that way, if you guys would like to click on it, you can get a lot of information about what this is all about.
Yeah, and Carolita, I'm going to tell you a real brief story about how we came into contact with us, because Carolita was a hidden gem. And it was so funny in the conversation. She said, yes, we're having a family reunion and we want to bring Atun Pan Edutainment, which is our parent company, our performance arts ensemble. We want to bring you to come do some music workshops and to perform as part of our family reunion. We said, great. I said, okay. And I said, well, tell me a little bit about your family. She said, oh, we get together every year. We do this, because we're descendants from the first Africans to land in 16. I'm like, oh, wait. Oh. And she just breezed by like, I'm like, hold up, wait, what? And then she's telling me this story. I'm like, wow. And I just kind of fell on the floor. Then I got back up and I was like, man, this is like this is living history right here. But she was just so casual about it. But, it's really cool how you encapsulate, your family's encapsulated. Your family's encapsulated the history of your family into the website that you built that Laquita is showing everybody right now. There are lots of different video clips and pictures and footage that you can see from past family celebrations. So, let's talk about how you actually are preserving the family history, not just through this website, but for all the activities that you guys are doing. Where do we start, Laquita?
All right, let's get started because Phil is saying beautiful colors, Carolita. You know, everything you have on is just like working. And so and
Thank
look,
you.
Trash Can Waves is getting me straight, Corey. He says the thumb was over the pictures with the women.
Ah.
See, I try to give my own interpretation. They just get me all the way together. So Share with Love TV is showing some love in there. And of course, I dropped the link for the website because it says right here that on the website, you know, you guys have several different banners that we can go to. So we can go to your purpose, your story. We can learn more about the Tucker Family Cemetery. So start us off with where do you want to start? Do you want to start with your story or the Tucker Family Cemetery? Because our first experience with you was the Tucker Family Cemetery.
Okay, I'm going to take you even back further than that with my first connection with you guys. So, one of my cousins on my mother's side, who is also a Tucker, but you know, each parent has two parents,
Yes.
and we have a Howell family tree and a Tucker family tree. And Michael Edmonds from your area invited
Yes.
you guys to our family reunions on the Howell side. And you would come and perform with the kids and do a presentation. It was just fabulous. So we've gone back a long, many, many years.
I remember.
And, yes, very far. But then we transitioned from the Howell family reunions to the Tuckers. And that was when you all were able to come and perform at the 400th commemoration of the first Africans landing.
Mm,
And so I guess the first thing I wanted to share was the muster that was discovered from 1625
definitely.
that
Let's get that.
actually that was the whole beginning of when William Tucker was first identified in the records and documented.
So
And
this right
so
here, this muster or this document, um,
This is when the census was called the muster of the living and the dead.
yes.
that's
Not the census, but the muster of the living and the dead.
is
And
that
well,
why?
this one,
Okay.
yeah, the muster of the living and the dead was prior to this in 1622 or 24. I can't remember. But the one in 24 listed Anthony and Isabella, the parents. But
Mm,
then this particular muster that was done, we believe in January of 1625, listed Anthony, Isabella as Negroes and their son, and their child, William, who is baptized, you know. So that was when William was the first child identified as African born in the colonies, the British colonies at this point, because prior to the British colonizing Virginia, there were Spanish colonizers in Florida and South Carolina. So
ah,
we only claim the British documentation. And this document the original is actually in the United Kingdom, but you can get a copy of it at the Library of Virginia. So I
okay.
encourage anybody who's doing research to get a membership card at the Library of Virginia, and they have a wealth of resources.
So let me
So,
ask you this
mhm,
then, because you know Phil is saying she went all the way back, like you brought us back all the way back to some original documents, and Trash Can Waves just can't wait to hear more about the continent of Africa. You know, a lot of that land was conquered by different African tribes, just like America was conquered
yes,
time and time again. So here you are saying, like, you know, we can go back and there are ways for us to start to uncover our own records and our own history. But the Library of Virginia, is that because you're in Virginia? So if, let's say, if Trash Can Waves is out there in Michigan
And Rikers.
and in Rikers, where's Rikers? What state is that?
New York.
Okay, so right, let's just say, let's just say New York.
I know he's coming for me now. He's
gonna
coming for me.
We're gonna pretend like it's not right. Let's just say he's in New York, right? Somewhere in New York. Would he go to the Library of New York, or is the Library of Virginia a federal library? So, or
it's
you know, do you go per state?
it's a state library, but there are ways that you can get access to their materials. So I don't know how he could, but it's a matter of checking with the Library of Virginia and finding out what kind of exchange programs they may have
Got it.
with the libraries from the state that you are working from.
Yes, and we do want to say hello to Unique View.
Unique View in
Yes,
the
Unique
house.
View is here. Unique View was one of the first time on the channel, won the first place pony giveaway, and so that was a lot of fun. I do want to ask you a little bit more about your ancestry because you also have taken several DNA tests, and we can do the same, right?
Yes, yes. So I have taken Ancestry.com and 23andMe.
So this one right here is Ancestry.com,
Yes,
and
yes,
this one is 23andMe.
yes. And it's just showing this particular one. Yes, so it has a percentage of various ethnicities that they have determined. So it's best if you can get the oldest male in your family to do a test
Okay.
because they have the strongest DNA that would show a lot of the ancestry composition.
So let me ask you this, because for
Mhm.
DNA purposes, I know that uh, Ancestry.com, AfricanAncestry.com, they have a paid service where you can get a male in your family so that you can get the DNA from a male like your brother, your dad, your grandfather, and you can also get it if you're a woman, you can submit your DNA as well. So like for me, I could, if I wanted to know both sides, it is paid. For 23andMe, my understanding is that 23andMe is free. Was that the case for you?
No, no. Actually, someone actually purchased the kit for me.
Okay.
Wanted me to do it, but it was costly then because this is several years ago. So
Mm,
I think there's a charge for both of them. But I do think that around a holiday they have discounts. So if
they
you look
do.
and see
Okay.
around a holiday or like Father's Day or Mother's Day, they're trying to get people to give them as gifts. So they usually do a discount. So look for, try to check on that around that time.
So
Understood.
I'm interested in finding out if Laquita does her DNA and it comes up devil, you know.
You know what? Speaking of men, we have Phil in here. See, the men are talking trash. We're gonna leave them alone because Phil is saying, would that be the state of Virginia or the corporation of Virginia?
Yeah.
uh,
Good point.
But
And
I
now,
wanted, oh, I'm sorry. I just
go
wanted to say,
go
when you
ahead.
were talking about the African connection,
Okay.
we were blessed to have one of our relatives who is now our current historian, Dr. Wanda Tucker, to actually go to Angola. And she was able to visit and see so much. And her story was documented by USA Today and is available on Amazon Prime for the video of her actual trip to
Mm-hmm.
Angola. And it tells so much of the history about what happened to the Africans before they made the Middle Passage.
And
And
this
what,
is this is from her visit to Angola right here, right?
yes, yes, she was able to tour several areas. She was able to take the walk that the Africans took before they were put on the slave ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great story about her journey and her, journey back to that country. And so she's been to Cameroon as well. But this was it's just a nice little documentary of her journey there and what
Right.
she learned.
And we're going to this is wonderful. I'm going to drop the link for that. We can access it from the website. And so I know that David Hunt was asking, did Carolita just say that men are stronger than women? Hashtag tell the truth. So we're gonna let's get past him and say hi to Tilly to the top,
till
Corey.
it to the top, you don't stop. Till it to the top, you don't stop.
Yes, because Tilly is in there. So hey, Tilly is Ghanaian. So we have somebody here from Ghana. She's currently in the States, And so, yes, Black Butterfly is also here. Hello to you.
Black butterfly, your black butterfly.
We're going to get a copyright strike one day when we're monetized. And My Vivid Life is here saying, greetings, friends. Interesting discussion. Thank you so much, My Vivid Life. She has a great channel for people over 40 giving sound, common sense information that's common sense to people over 40, but might not be to these young folks who need the info because, they're brand new. They think they know it all and, they're in the information age and all that good stuff. And so Trash Can Waves brings up a really good point. Trash Can Waves says we're all colonizers in a way. We're traveling to different places and we're conquering and we're setting up shop wherever we are, even if we aren't conquering per se. We're conquering our situation where we are. I know that your family member, she just went to Angola. So these Angola connections that you're telling us about, what are your connections to Angola, and how does that connect to the documentary that she has on Amazon Prime?
So in 1619, it was documented that a slaver, a ship named the San Juan Batista, traveled with approximately 300 enslaved Africans. And as they were on their way to Veracruz, Mexico, they were attacked by two ships that were of British origin, but they came from the Netherlands.
Okay.
And those two pirate ships took or pirated that particular slaver ship, San Juan Batista, and took approximately 60 enslaved Africans off of that ship. And so the two ships then sailed to the colonies and the British colony, which was in Point Comfort, Hampton. And that was so that's the Angolan. We believe Anthony and Isabella, who we trace our genealogy to, our ancestry to, that we believe they were Angolans when they arrived in the colony, which was Old Point Comfort, connected to the British, who started in 1607, and this was 1619.
So I'm showing here from the USA Today News, there's a lineage listed, right there, like you're saying, starting from Anthony and Isabella. And so it's interesting that you're giving us the information. It's documented in so many different ways. And this is great because people are excited about this information. JP, the aspiring matriarch, is saying, I sent the links to my family. We know very little of my mother's side. And what we do know are the scandals. We always know the scandals, right?
Yes.
But it took our family didn't always know. We had a historian. Our original historian in the family was Thelma Green Williams. And she, for years, she was the one who had listened to all the stories that the elders were saying. And she said she just couldn't get it out of her head. She just wanted to know more and more. And so back in 1994 or something, they had a big symbolic sale from Jamestown. And this is her story from 1995, when after the family got a lot of attention when they were doing this 375th commemoration. She was going to write her book, and she did so much research. She was interviewed by several people. And so she was our original family historian who kept telling us, we have a lot of history here. And so we give her a lot of credit for all that she did in helping the family to understand our heritage.
This is wonderful.
Now, speaking of Jamestown.
Hold on, Corey. You got to say hi to Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Gary Jones is in the house.
Gary Jones.
And Phil is saying, JP, the scandals help too. I'm with you. And we also have Trash Can Wave saying, laugh out loud. I'm Michigan born, and raised in Detroit. That's where I spent most of my days chilling, relaxing outside of Hood. When some guys came that were up to no good. So now it's off to the country.
He's going to lose himself in the music. The moment you hold it, you got to let it go. 8 Mile.
So he is, just so that you know, Carolita, he is not in Rikers. He just wanted to clarify that, okay?
Not today.
Right. So Black Butterflies in there chatting it up with everybody, My Vivid Life. And so go ahead, Corey. I know.
So I was going to say, you brought up Jamestown. That's interesting because a lot of times people connect the 1619 arrival of Africans to Jamestown, but really it's Point Comfort in Hampton. And in Hampton is where your family cemetery is. And so we want to talk about, how that cemetery got uncovered and how the oral history was preserved that led to the actual documentation of the cemetery, the cleanup projects that you guys engaged in to make sure that it was preserved, and even the technology that was used to scan the cemetery.
And wait a minute, we also have to get ready for our final giveaway, because I'm showing like the historical marker, I'm showing the cemetery as it is today, but we definitely want to get ready for our final giveaway, because your passion is traveling. And people want to know more about where you're going next. So we got to hear something about that. So, Corey, what's the final hashtag that they're going to put in for the final giveaway? Because that giveaway has something to do with her travels.
Hashtag travel.
Hashtag travel. I like it. Okay. So let's go for it. Look at Patrice is in the house.
Patrice
Garner. Yes, that's a celebrity of YouTube, guys. Patrice will get on your channel and give you some words of wisdom, some insight, and everybody's trying to get her to start a channel as well. So do it, Patrice. Patrice is an actress, a performer. Patrice is also, I forgot her profession, her main profession. I think it's accounting or money or something with that. I'm lying. I can't remember.
And she's good at gatting.
Gatting?
Yeah.
And Carolita laughing. She know, you know what. Carolita, tell us about this cleanup crew here that we're looking at. Phil is already putting hashtag travel in there, and so is Glenda. Thank you, guys. Don't mind Corey. And even Terry's Journey is in here saying, Terry. Praying all is well. She has a great channel as well. We want to hear more about your travel. So tell us about this cleanup crew at the current cemetery now that it's all cleaned up. And, you used to go there as a child when it was overgrown. People had, thrown things over the fence, because this sits inside of a neighborhood, but people didn't even realize that behind their fence was a cemetery. So you guys said, look, we have to preserve this. Tell us a little bit about the importance of cemetery preservation and how you got it accomplished with people, with help from the community.
So there's a cemetery that's surrounded by houses in the historic Aberdeen Gardens area in Hampton, Virginia. Okay. And this property was at one point, we believe, owned by Captain William Tucker. It's near Bluebird Gap Farm, which is where he had land. Right. So we don't know how old the cemetery is, but it was 2 acres. And for years, my family had been having burials in a section of this cemetery, but the rest of the cemetery was overgrown. And and there were, family members like Samuel Green, who was always going out there and doing things, prior to us burying someone. But as people get older, you lose connection with that and you don't take care of it. So the city of Hampton actually called out some of the, like who's taking care of this cemetery. And we then came together as a family. We asked for community help. The community was already involved in trying to maintain it, clean it up. And so now it has been cleaned. We consider it sacred ground. We formed a family organization called the William Tucker 1624 Society. Mm-hmm. That one of our missions is to make sure that we, do all that we can to preserve those graves. We had an X-ray scan, ground penetrating radar scan, and uncovered over 100 unmarked graves. Mm. So it's very important that we try to maintain and keep the old headstones. We might have to do something soon to try to preserve some of the older headstones, and we just encourage anyone who is aware of a cemetery that's in need, especially African American cemeteries, that we should take care of them and try to honor our ancestors, those known and unknown, and that's our goal in our
I think
family.
it, I think this is one of the great things that you're doing because I know a lot of people. If you're looking to start, where's my family lineage? Where's it start? A lot of times, you can actually find out the family went to a family church. And if you go out into if the church had a cemetery, if you go out there, you can just start walking in the cemetery and just looking at the dates and in the cemetery and the names in the cemetery to find out what's the oldest recorded person, the oldest recorded name on the cemetery, and then that can launch your research for your family because I know my family's cemetery is organized that way at my mom's church that she grew up in, and that's how we found. Okay, we found out some of our relatives, and it was an old, overgrown headstone, like you said. Somebody was clearing out the cemetery, and they found Prince Albert Dance, and that was his. He had the earliest recorded birth as one of our family members, and that's where we started our research from there. So, yeah, cemeteries are, people say, oh, okay, I don't like the idea that people are, burying people in the ground. That's pollution. Or somebody might say, oh, cemeteries are spooky, but they're actually great resources. Just
They're
as
living
much.
legacies.
Yes, they are just like the library records or the census records. They can provide lots of good information.
I think Trash Can Waves said it well. We're not going to listen to Philip because he's saying, spin the wheel quickly so I can win. We're going to skip past him. Terry's Journey is saying we learn something new every day. And Trash Can Waves is saying a lot of times I've heard it's believed that blacks in America don't know much about their family lineage because of slavery. In Africa, it is common. Is it common for African families to be able to trace back family? So, in Africa, yeah, a lot of times they have the griots, they have the historians, and the family lineage is intact. Now, you do have situations where, you just have certain situations where it's not completely known, but it's not nearly as broken as, our situations here as our situations are here in the States. And I say this speaking from the African friends that we have, and we have such a large international family right now. That's I speak from that place. Did you have anything to add to that, Carolita? Because Terry's also saying a lot of family is marrying family because they don't know their history. So do you have anything to add about, people in Africa from your experience, knowing their history compared to, us here?
No, I don't necessarily know about that, but there are ways that even with there's slave schedules, there's the Freedmen's Bureau, there's so many resources that you can even go back even further than the years when there was enslaved. I think there's one site that I would recommend everybody check out. It's familyhistorydaily.com. It's an African American guide, I think, to your family research, as well as familysearch.org as a place to start. And I just encourage people to go to your oldest relatives, your elders, record them, get as much history and names, go to family funeral bulletins, collect those so you can see who was the parent of these elders as they have, left us. And there's just a lot that people can do without even worrying about whether or not they're getting into the internet. But once you dive in, I think you'll really be surprised at how much you can find on the web with.
So this is Family History Daily.
And
.com. And what was the other one that you said?
The other one was familysearch.org. It just has
Okay.
a lot of information.
Because
But
JP was saying that, or maybe it was Terry. She said, "It's sad we don't know our history. Do your research and ask those grandmothers about the past," which is what
yeah,
you just said. And so we're gonna ignore Corey. We're gonna ignore Phil. He talk about, would it be easier for Corey to start with Tyson or Purdue for your family history?
I don't know, but your family history is well documented. You know, Rin Tin Tin, Cujo, all those guys. Mighty Joe Young. They're famous in the history books.
Anyway, so Gary Jones is saying he really appreciates these resources. What was the other site that you mentioned?
There's the Freedmen's Bureau as one. You can find if you go. A lot of these will show up on the sites. Those two sites of different resources,
Okay.
but it's amazing what's out there, especially if you go into the slavery, times. There's a cohabitation records. There are different ways in which people, and everything is being revealed daily. New resources are being revealed daily. So don't think that if you did this 20 years ago that you're going to find the same roadblocks that you found then. It's amazing what is becoming available. And a lot of the old documents are being transcribed so that they can easily be assessed on the web. So just hang in there.
And when you look at some of those old documents, I know we found this out from my family history, is that, let's say your last name is Green and yours is spelled Green, and then you have another set of people that spells their name Green, Greene. And you say, oh, that's a different set of Greens. No. If you go back in the records, especially like she said, during the days of just post-Civil War when the enslaved Africans were free, then in my family case, they had recorded 5 different relatives that spelt their last name Staten 5 different ways, but they were all related. They were all brothers, and so we had O-N, we had E-N, we had S-T-A-Y-T-O-N. There were just different ways to spell it, but it was the same family. So don't discount those records. When you're looking at those things, you see those different family names spelled different ways. They still might be kinfolk, not just skinfolk.
Yeah, because
That's-
Terry's journey says mine is Green, and yes, it's spelled differently, like with the E on the end. And Trash Can Waves is telling y'all, be prepared what you find when you're looking up family history. You might find out you're related to someone in history that you don't want to be related to. And so this is so true.
Yes,
Patrice is
yes.
also saying that you can use African Ancestry website to find your family lineage, history, all the way to the tribe and the continent. I told y'all Patrice will come with it. So AfricanAncestry.org is definitely another place, because that's where one of the places where you started, right?
We did start with African Ancestry. I had an uncle who started with African Ancestry, but I think it was very early on. So
Oh,
at that point, they didn't do the full spectrum of
okay.
your African ancestry. So it
Right.
was very limited. But since then, the younger ones, we've tried to get a little more. And I know I have one cousin who has done African Ancestry, but I just haven't gotten his report yet. So.
Got it. And so another thing that we do want to do is we want to get into the giveaway, so that way we can get into our plant-based treat and say goodbye to you guys. Phil says he's accepted that he's related to Corey.
By marriage only.
Terry's journey says, in God's eyes, we're all brothers and sisters. And you know what? Glenda says that, Corey, what you were saying. I found that our names spelled differently. Carthen, Carthan, On, and then with an ANS. Could we all be linked,
And a lot of those, what I've been told by genealogists, is that when you have those different spellings, it's several things. It could be, one, the census taker just didn't care to ask how to spell it. They just spelled it the way they wanted to spell it. 2, the person that they got it from spelled it the way they thought it should be spelled. And then 3, the different spellings might be a denotation from the African person from the European person. So the slave master might have spelled their last name Smith for Smith, but then the black people were assigned Smyth for for Smith.
Right.
And so that way it was denoted that, okay, these are different. These are the blacksmiths, no pun intended, and these are the not blacksmiths. And so
well, make sure you're not related to Jack the Ripper. That's all Trash Can Waves wants to be sure of. Guys, you can also, I'm going to drop the link to this particular documentary This is the one where you said your family historian is featured, and it's on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, so we'll make sure that we
Yeah.
watch the documentary there.
Yeah, and
And
there's an article in USA Today. The newsprint had a nice article, about that journey as well. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can always pull it up, the link.
okay, thank you for that. So,
Mhm.
guys, let's get into our giveaway. You all have been dropping it into the chat. Now, if you win this giveaway for hashtag travel, what happens, Corey?
You get to make the strongest suggestion for Carolita's next trip to Africa after the Angola trip. You
Ah,
get to make the strong suggestion of which country she should visit in Africa after her Angola trip.
okay, because she's going to Angola next. Well, Glenda says those names are from her mother's side of the family. So definitely, it's interesting the way our families work. All right, Carolita, can you please say ready, set, go? When you say go, I'm going to click the draw button and we're going to see who's telling you or making the strong suggestion of where you're traveling next. Which African country? Go ahead with ready, set, go, and I'll hit the button.
Ready, set, go.
All right, Phil, Patrice, JP, Glenda, Phil, Gary Jones, David, Hunt, Phil, David, Patrice, Glenda, David, Phil, Glenda, David, Glenda, Gary, David, Glenda, Gary, Glenda, David, Hunt, Glenda! Hey, the women won! All right, that's what I'm talking
How you gonna
about.
do a sound effect over the sound effect machine?
I know. You know what? We've got a winner. She's going to make a strong suggestion. Just put it into the chat where you think she should travel next, Glenda, on her next trip. Well, this has to be an African country because you're going to Angola. Once you went to South Africa, you said, oh, Africa is it. I'm going back. So Corey David Hunt was like, yeah, blacksmith versus not blacksmith. And he got it spelled two different ways. So we've got it in there, and Glenda is happy. She's like, oh my goodness, who knew? Yes, Glenda. So which African country should she go to next? I say Ghana, but I don't know. I
You
don't want to
didn't
make any
win.
strong suggestions. People are congratulating you. Karen says, congratulations, Glenda. So this is great. And look at Trash Can Waves. Yep, he's figuring it out. I'm going to try being last this time.
Ah.
Like maybe if I put it in last, that. But look, JP is saying it. We won. Women winning Wednesday. That's just the way it goes. And Tilly is Ghanaian, so she's from Ghana. She says we want all African Americans to come home. So everybody is saying it like, come visit, come through, do your thing. Select your rig today, according to Phil. Let's ask you this question while we're waiting for Glenda. We're gonna say goodbye to you after you answer this question. How many fruits and vegetables have you had today?
Is that for me?
Yep. We're always trying to get everybody to eat more fruits and vegetables at every meal. That's the goal, at every meal.
So
So,
today, only one fruit, a banana.
All right.
oh, good. You're off
Got
to
your
a
day
good
started
start.
with a good start.
Yes,
That's it.
with oatmeal. So I put the fruit in my oatmeal.
There you go. Got the whole grain going too. All right.
Yes,
Plenty of
definitely.
fiber.
Oh, that's what happened. Trash Can Waves is watching on a delay. Guys, don't you know what that reminds me? If you're watching, always refresh because if there's any sort of lag, then it puts you so far behind and you don't realize it until you wonder why people aren't paying you any attention. And it's crazy because like we've had people.
That ain't it. The warden came by and Trash Can had to hide his cell phone and then get it. Hey, they had to hide his cell phone in a bottle of baby powder and then get it back out.
Well, you know what? Despite the results, the men are in the winning column. Carolita said it.
Who David said that, right?
You know David said it. And he's in there saying it's rigged. Okay, Karen says coffee beans count because, well, bean, so we got that. Because JP was asking, is coffee a fruit? Because she's had two of those. And then, of course, Phil is saying thank you for sharing today. And we also have an answer. Glenda says, please go to Lagos. I've got godsons there.
Lagos,
Ooh,
Nigeria.
and Nigeria, and that's one of my stronger African connections, ancestry. So yes, I would love to go to Nigeria. It is very high on my list. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so you know what? Definitely from what you were showing us, we did see that on your African ancestry for Nigeria. So, guys, this might be it. This might be where she's going because the highest percentage up there was Nigeria. So this has been great. We have been really enjoyed having you today. Everyone has enjoyed you as well, and even Trash Can Waves has some strawberry jam on his McDonald's biscuit.
All right, we'll let that one fly today, Trash Can.
Yes, and Glenda does too. Goji berries in her oatmeal.
All right.
You know, so hey, but beans don't count on the last Wednesday of the month, according to Phil. And David Hunt did have a smoothie, banana blueberry smoothie. Okay.
He had one drop of it.
I know.
He always said, I had one chickpea. I had one blueberry. So today he had 1 teaspoon of a smoothie.
We are winning today. I'm telling you, 1 teaspoon is better than nothing. We're going to say goodbye to you for now.
We're going to get you to hang out backstage for us, and we'll talk to you when this broadcast is over.
Yes, and don't say anything about this. Don't be low-key telling the warden on Trash Can Waves, Carolita, so please don't do that. But Phil is saying salute to you, so we will see you soon, okay?
All right. Thank you, everyone.
We'll talk to you right after this broadcast, so just hang out with us for a bit, okay?
Okay.
Yes, thank you. All right, Corey, plant-based treat on the way.
And now it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaGuida Marie.
All right.
Summer salad.
Today we've got quinoa, green leaf lettuce, carrots, 1 avocado, a pineapple salsa that's store-bought, and I'm going to make croutons with the toast. Start with our lettuce. Lettuce is full of vitamin K to help strengthen your bones and reduce the risk of bone fracture. It helps you to stay hydrated because it's loaded with fiber but made up of over 95% water.
Peel the carrots, add the strips to the salad.
Carrots are full of fiber, and a high-fiber diet is related to a lower risk of colorectal cancer. It also may help prevent type 2 diabetes and help people with diabetes manage their blood sugar levels. We're going to add our avocado here. Avocados are full of folate, which protects against colon, stomach, pancreatic, and cervical cancers and may help reduce the risk of depression. All right, we'll get our quinoa in there. Quinoa is a great source of protein. It contains vitamin E, which helps reduce the risk of coronary heart disease, certain cancers, and several eye disorders. So I've got this pineapple salsa that I ordered from Youth Earn and Learn Jobs for Kids. Now for the croutons.
Slice the toasted bread to create croutons.
I have a little bit of a vinaigrette here.
I really enjoyed the vinaigrette, and I liked the vegetables because they were nice and fresh.
The quinoa just made it look more fancy because it was like the quinoa on top and then everything mixed together, so it was really good, and plus it looked good.
The quinoa makes it look like glittery.
Glittery food. That's what our kids are into, guys.
Doesn't matter what it is as long as it's glittery. Well, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live. Join us every hump day to Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with more special guests. Tomorrow we have Rebuilding Black Wall Street, Multimedia Money Making.
Oh, yeah.
And on Friday we get all the way live
Guys,
for Friday.
Friday is a fun day. You don't want to miss it. And thank you so much. Glenda is saying it for us. Thanks so much, Carolita. And everybody is excited about the information. We're going to get out our research, our family. Oh, you know what she didn't mention? For those family, what do you call it at the funeral? The program.
She mentioned it.
She did?
She said the family bulletins.
Okay,
Make sure you say the bulletins from the
Yeah.
funeral bulletins.
So definitely, keep those guys. They are important. And you know what? Speaking of important, JP says, the toot music that beans provide is the best medicine for the spirit.
Beans, the magical flute. The more you eat, the more you...
Karen says they count every day of the week, sometimes 3 times. And Phil is telling her, well, in that case, it's JP as usual. You're winning.
Beans, the magical harp. The more you eat, the more you... You're supposed to cut me off.
JP is, I know, but I was laughing at Trash Can Waves. Talk about, It's JP. Beans don't count on the last Wednesday. Fish don't fry on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. JP says another great stream. I so feel like I found my people. Likewise, we love having you guys here. We appreciate you be hanging out with us. And she's letting everybody know, keep your spirit up. Listen to Trash Can Waves. You know we plant-based. Talking about just need some grilled chicken on that salad.
Oh, you got a chicken recipe coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, guys, we will show you
chicken.
Yes, I'm going to show you the chicken that I make. It'll be on the show tomorrow. It's already on our channel, so you can always go check it out. And we have not tutorials. What do you call it when people say they liked it?
Reviews,
testimonials. That's
from
what I'm
meat
trying to say.
eaters.
From people that are still eating chicken. Trash Can Waves, they say it tastes like chicken. So, hey, Glenda is saying, great show, and so is Black Butterfly. Thank you, guys. We've had such a great time with you today. David Hunt is in there as well saying, thanks so much for all you shared, Carolita.
Don't forget to get your home team jersey. Show your love. Show your super fandom by getting one of our great T-shirts, Hump Day to Friday, all the way live, or WTF, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Weekend Countdown. And to say goodbye today, we are going to say, well, we're moving on up. Deuces.
Wait a minute. You didn't even tell me that's what we were going to sing, so I wasn't ready.
To say goodbye, we're going to say, well, we're moving on up.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to do the echo. Well, we're moving on up.
Wait, to the east side? What's
we're
the echo?
Moving on up. Moving on up.
Oh, I forgot that's the echo. Hey, Patrice, she says enjoy the show.
Well, we're moving on up.
Moving on up.
Moving on up.
Do I say it again?
Deuces.
You know what? Deuces, guys. Thank you again. We've had so much fun with you.